In this video, I want to show you a new feature that you probably don't use on LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and it might help you to better identify your ideal clients on LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And so to start, we need to go on my computer. Like every single tutorial I make on LinkedIn Sales Navigator, we are currently on the home page of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. And the feature that I want to show you today is basically just here. It's personas. So on the home page, it's here, personas, it's here. And on the lead filters, if I click here, I will have here a filter persona. And as you can see, we have the tag. And as you can see, it's written that it's new. And I almost forgot that it's here persona. So as you can see, LinkedIn pushes a lot this feature. So let's have a look at what personas is. So I have to click here. So when I click on personas, we can see that this feature, personas, is that we can identify leads that match your ideal buyer by defining your personas. So here we have some personas that I've made before, but if you want to create your persona, you have to click here and create a new persona. So I click here. So here we can create a new persona. So I have to write a name for it. So let's say CEO based in the US. Once we name our personas, we have 4 filters that we can use. So we have function, seniority level, current job title, and geography. So I don't recommend you to use the function and seniority level filters because LinkedIn tries to guess the function of someone and same the seniority level of your lead. And most of the time it's not accurate, so I don't recommend you to use these filters. And instead, what you can do is to use the current job title filter. So for example, if I want to target CEO, I have to write CEO and I have Chief Executive Officer. In this field, unfortunately, I can't use the Boolean operators. So for example, I can't use or, and, not, and so on. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check the video I made about how to use the Boolean operators on LinkedIn Sales Navigator, and you just have to click on the top right of your screen to access this video. But basically, it allows you to really narrow down your search to get exactly what you want as a current job title, for example. So here, for example, I can add more current job title. So let's say that I want to target a Chief Marketing Officer, and I will just change my name here. So I write CEO, CMO, and based in the US. So I write United States. And then, as you can see, I don't have much filters to use. I just have these 4 filters. So now that I'm quite happy with my filters, I have to click here on Save. And here, as you can see, my new persona has been created. So as you can see on LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you can have a maximum of 5 personas per LinkedIn Sales Navigator account. All right, so now that you know how to create a persona on LinkedIn Sales Navigator, it's time to see how you can use this persona. And for that, we need to go back on Sales Navigator. And the first place where you can use the persona feature is on the lead filters page. And here, as you can see, we have this filter persona. And if I click on plus, then I will have my persona here. So I can click on my persona. And then, as you can see, in gray, we have the filters that we used in our persona. So we have Chief Marketing Officer, Chief Executive Officer, and we decided to have a persona based in the US. So of course you can add more filters. So for example, we want a company headcount between 11 to 200 people. We want people who are in your second or third degree network, and of course you can add more filters. So as you can see, the persona feature is not very useful if you only use this feature this way, because you can write your filters in the lead filters. You don't need to create a persona. But now let me show you how to use persona properly. So if we go back on personas, here we have an important information. So it says 8K personal leads in your saved account. So if I click here on 8K personal leads, I will have two filters in my lead search. So I have my persona with, of course, the filters, current job title and geography. And I have this filter, save leads and accounts. And here I have all the people that match my persona. So people based in the US and that are CEO or CMO, and people that I saved in my accounts. And so the persona feature is very useful if you use an account list. So if we go here on accounts, then we go here on our account list. Then I click on tiers 3. Then here I have the companies that I saved in my account list, tier 3. The name of this account list is based off a video that I will make later, and it will be how to do account-based marketing on LinkedIn, and you will see that the persona feature will be useful. So on this account list, you have all the companies that I saved in my account list. So we have the name of the company, connection path, alerts, lead recommendations, and here lead recommendations is exactly what I want to focus on. So here I can check my persona. So I have a persona head of marketing based in the US, and here we have the persona that we've just created before. So CEO, CMO, and based in the US. So if I click here, I will have a different leads recommendations. So here, as you can see, we have all the people that are in these companies and that match the filters of my persona. And for example, we know that for Anaplan, James Fries is a chief marketing officer, and I guess that is probably based in the US. Yeah, exactly. Florida, United States. So with this feature lead recommendations, you can narrow down your search with your persona. We can go even further by clicking here on the 3 dots. So here we click on see other top leads, and then we will be on the relationship explorer. So here we are basically on the Asana accounts page. So here we have all the people that LinkedIn suggests us based on our persona. So we have campaign and community manager, CEO founder, chief marketing officer, and so on. And then if I scroll a little bit down, I will have here the relationship map. And here I can say, for example, that I want to add Niguel Leo. So I click here on add. And then I can create a map from a specific account. So for example, let's say that Niguel is just here. And so the manager of Niguel, Cathy, and Diana is Dongmin. You can tag people based on their role, and for that you can click here and we can say, for example, that Niguel is a decision maker, for example. If you want to add more people, you just have to drag and drop people on the map, and then you will have the map now that looks like this. So this feature is very useful when you do LinkedIn account-based marketing. So when you really want to work with some specific companies, because you can map the companies, and with the persona feature, LinkedIn suggests you some people based on the filters of your persona. And in my opinion, it's the best way to use the persona feature, because when you use it in the lead filters, it's not very useful. Now, if you want to export your leads from Sales Navigator into a clean leads file like this one, where you have all the data you need to reach out to these people. So you have, for example, first name, last name, company name, job title, LinkedIn URL, and the verified email of your leads. You need a tool to extract this data from Sales Navigator. And for that, you can try our tool Give Me Leads. So you can click in the first link in the description. And what we do is to make sure that first you have a clean data, so you don't have any rocket emojis in first name, last name, company name, and so on. And the second thing we do is to make sure that every single lead match your filters. So basically, you don't waste time to check if every single lead match your filters, because we do it for you. So if you are interested, you can click in the first link in the description. And now it's time for me to wish you a nice day, and we see you either on Give Me Leads or in the next video. Bye bye.